In this booktube, I'm going to explain the context of 2 or 3 quotations. I have already chosen from the book The Giver, here, written by Louis Laurie, and I'm going to give reasons for why did I chose them, and also what got my attention from them. Besides, I'm going to explain a little bit about Jonas, which is the main character, because I really found interesting his personality, in order for you to have an idea about the quotes which are related to society and his personality. So I think it's great for you to have an understanding of Jonas after explaining the quotations. And according to the context of the quotes, I'm going to explain them and a little bit about the context, what was going on in the book at the moment. To start with, The Giver, here I have it, is written from Jonas, a 10-year-old boy living in a futuristic society in which they had already eliminated all possible fear, prejudice, or pain. At the beginning of the novel, Jonas doesn't have a decent career preference, because he enjoys working and doing a lot of jobs, different jobs. Talking about his personality, it is important to say that that he worries about his own future, and also really enjoys experiencing new things and connecting with other people. Now, going back to the quotes, I have chosen the following. We really have to protect people from wrong choices. Jonas says these words in chapter 13, moments after he protested about the existence of colors for people to have the freedom to choose between them. In fact, giving people the opportunity of choosing meant that people would get so used to the decisions that they would make them more frequently, and they would start making important decisions and also good decisions, and that would be great, because in such a rigid society as Jonas was living at, it would be disastrous to have a wrong decision. So that's the context and meaning of the quote. According to my point of view, this quote got my attention because I found it really interesting, the very idea of wrong choices. Which implies Jonas has grown up believing in a society, believing that some choices can be wrong. Besides, it let us know the level of truth of the community, and also puts in evidence what I said before, that it is that the community was structured rigid. It was always looking for perfection, and the quote justifies that by letting us know that wrong choices can be disastrous and unacceptable for that society. The other quote is the following. There's nothing we can do, it's always been this way, before me, before you, before the ones who came before you, back and back and back. Jonas says these words in chapter 20 at a moment of despair, in which he realized he and the giver would have to make a plan in order to return memories to the community. Moreover, when saying back and back and back, we can understand that no one dared to change such a structured society that has been there for years, working in the same way. In fact, change was not acknowledged. Therefore, the fact that it is possible that in some societies, at least in this one, and changing is possible, and I found it really interesting for you to know that this society change was not acceptable, and for decades they continued working the same way. To sum up, in this booktube I have chosen 2 quotes to explain their meanings and context in order for you to have an idea about the book. And also I explained a little bit of Jonas' personality. First, because I found it really interesting and a great personality, as I said before, and also because I think it is necessary for you to know about the main character in order to understand the quotes related to society. Hope you like it.